Hi, this is Lucy Ives. Today I'm going to read you a short selection from The Saddest Thing Is That I've Had to Use Words, a Madeline Gins Reader, which is a book I've edited. For those who may not be familiar with Gins's life and work, I'm going to read a short biographical statement. Madeline Gins was an American poet and novelist, artist, philosopher, and speculative architect. Born in the Bronx, New York in 1941, she grew up on Long Island and graduated from Barnard College in 1962, having studied physics and philosophy. Gins was the author of 3 full-length collections: the artist novel Word Rain, or a discursive introduction to the intimate philosophical investigations of Greta Garbo, It Says, What the President Will Say and Do, and Helen Keller or Arakawa. Alongside her own writing practice, Gins also collaborated with her husband Arakawa on a theory of procedural architecture, an endeavor to create buildings and environments that would prevent human death. Arakawa plus Gins's Reversible Destiny project realized 5 built works in the United States and Japan, and before her death in 2014, Gins independently completed a staircase in the Dover Street Market in New York City for Ray Kawakubo of Comme des Garçons. Long resident of New York City, Gins participated in experimental artistic and literary movements of the 1960s and 70s before developing a collaborative practice as a philosopher and architect. She leaves a rich and complex legacy of interdisciplinary thought, action, and writing. Although much of her work was unpublished or went out of print during her lifetime, her prescient efforts in poetics, aesthetics, and environmental studies are central to contemporary debates about how to form communities and create collaboratively and sustainably. Now I'm going to read a short selection from Word Rain, which, as I write in my introduction to the collection, is a very unusual book. Word Rain is a carefully calibrated and constructed artist book, as well as a comment on the novel form. It activates multiple registers of the reading experience, asking the reader to attend to the book's design and physical form, to the writing itself, and to the interplay between the texts and various images included. Word Rain, or a discursive introduction to the intimate philosophical investigations of Greta Garbo, It Says, by Madeline Gins. 1. The Waterfall, or an introduction. I induce a sly birth with my eyes, the lines of creases. Delete. I massage geometry with the scented oil, the maintenance of lips, the battle of containers. I speak in the midst of a sifted reticence. Over there in the center, I am imploded as the size of a fly. Words fall off the curls of nothing after I have left for the next moment. I am folded into her. I am involved in the curves of her gray folds. I know how to use them. I know better now than at first, but I knew then too. She moves as I shift. Words rain on a molded juncture which you might mistakenly call my head. I fill her up at the typewriter. I move her femininely as befits her body. I take her with me. I introduce the tensile subject into her. I am her introduction to the room, to the word rain, to the waterfall pummeling down over membranous rocks. I find her room. I move in the damp ocean. Words cannot say how I am she. I am not afraid to move. I am the judge. It is raining in the ocean. I am a river of hypotheses, categories, and disjunctive relations. I pulled, Aristotle taught. I waved them, and words tumble out. They eddy into sentences with my meaning. Read this with me, read that with me, read me with me, read objects, tables, toes, toads, tails, tin, trains, type, tears, throat. Read, write. This is still life. I only write and read. If you've misplaced me on your own, bring me up again from off this page. 2. The introduction of the waft, or paraphrased sensibility. The light kept hitting and resting on the page in front of me, new, in which 4 tired people were trying that, not to make a point of being interested in the opening the unasked for gift, which still sat other on the rickety hall table with a reddish-brown man, grainy perhaps for having passed through, and wood mixed with the brown paper, fluid dripping from return, the worn-through bottom corner on the right, in side of their view, the side closest to the about door. Mary spoke of having had the impression, 10, there was something in it which had just minutes cracked. She said that as she had taken it from 2, the messenger, she had felt it had to be some sort offer of glass container which was breaking, but also me, more or less keeping its shape because of its lunch, tight wrappers. 4. The body of letters, or the motion of words. The mist broke, the sun healed, the mist poured in the sun, sped out, lightning flashed, thundered. The sun shone on a rainbow, the mist, lightning, flashing, sun, blinding, mist, taupe, and gray rainbow on the edge of the light, a drop of mist, a spot of sun, a barrage of light, an onslaught of vapors, a very shiny sun, overcast with mist, as 44 million people, 75% of these see, discovered a mare in the 13th century. Moved, I read pages 15 to 26, which told the story of the murder of a moment along the subdued ridges of a crushed embankment of speech. The words clouded my eyes. So thank you so much for watching and listening. And I don't know if you could hear, but it actually started raining while I was reading to you. So that's what that ambient noise is that you can hear in the background. And I'd also like to say a big thank you to Poets House, which is a place that keeps the words raining, as they say. Bye-bye.